Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in TZIPISA Yeshua, the words of the Horowitz, yearning for redemption. And we're speaking about the great levels that a person in today's generation can reach and the tremendous favor they will find in the eyes of Hashem because they worked so hard to overcome the challenges around them and serve Hashem b'temimus, sincerely and purely, and raise themselves up madrega acha madrega, one level after the next, and they are considered great in the eyes of Hashem as a result of their efforts. V'yesh anashim, and there are other people, asher bishvil asais es b'neim Yehudim ksherim, in order to raise their children as Yehudim ksherim, proper Yidden, kedas haTorah, in the law, in accordance with what it says in the Torah. Mikablim aleim, they accept upon themselves lichyos chayei oini, they accept to live lives of poverty, v'doichak, and hardship, kol yemeihem, all the days of their life. Umishe'eris amolam yafishu schar l'melamdim u'morim, and from their salaries, which they worked so hard to amass, which they don't have riches, they don't have extra money in the bank, they're just working an honest day's work for an honest day's pay, and they take all that money and they give it to teachers and to tutors so that their children will be able to learn Torah. She is chasku b'neihem b'Torah Hashem, so that their children will become strengthened in the Torah of Hashem. And just because they are impoverished and they have hardships going on, they will not change their place, meaning they won't leave a good Yiddish community to go to go farther away, where you can find parnasa more easily. Because the only thing that matters to them is the sake of the education of their children, and they should be inculcated with the fear of heaven, and therefore they remain in their communities where, although they might not be making a lot of money, and it's difficult to pay the rent and pay tuition and put all the food that they need on the table, nevertheless, they do it for the sake of the continuity of Klal Yisrael. Bevadai, certainly, we can say the nechshav zeh tshuva LaHashem. This is considered tshuva. You're returning to Hashem. You're returning to HaKadosh Baruch Hu because you are showing Him, I understand what is the ikar, what is the most important thing. And that is the nitzchios, the eternity of my children and their Torah and their mitzvahs that they're going to carry on to the next generation is more valuable than anything that I can have here in this material world. B'cholei v'nefesh, and it's done with all of one's heart and soul. V'keina habonim asridim, and so too, these children who are the ones that are learning, Asher Hashem Kairi, they heed the call of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hashemayim hasamim leilos kiyomim al Toras Hashem. These children who end up heeding the call of the Rabbi Shalom and His Torah, and they make their nights like days. They toil over the Torah itself. Umashchirim peneim b'doichek mezanoseim. They blacken their faces with the hardship of not having so much money. It's not so easy. Now, it could be that in our times, Baruch Hashem, Klal Yisrael has been gebenched. We've been blessed with financial success in many areas, and what we have today, even the most simplest of person, what they're making is far more than what the poor people of the shtetl had 100 years ago. Nevertheless, it is still b'doichek today. There are many families that are living difficult from paycheck to paycheck, from month to month, not sure exactly how they're going to pay for everything and cover all the expenses. But even those that are not, those that are with the wealth and have money and have the abilities to pay for everything, Rabbi Gladstein brings down over here that it's brought from different sources, the Al Sheikh HaKadosh and others. And Peliyoyitz writes also that the Nisayan of Ashiris, the challenge of being rich and affluence, could be even more challenging than poverty itself. And someone who grows up in an affluent society where they have more or less everything that they need, and what they want, they receive that as well, that's even a greater distraction. You have to pull yourself farther away from all of your luxuries and all of your comforts and everything you have going for you in order to be able to zitzen and learn and to sit and learn Toras Hashem Temima. And therefore, that is also noble of our children in today's generation who grow up really with almost everything handed to them on a silver platter, comfortable beds, air conditioning, heating, food in the fridge, food in the pantry, shoes, clothes, belts, hats, the bar mitzvah boy wardrobe, the beautiful bris, the beautiful shalom zachar, the beautiful this, the beautiful Shabbos sudas with so much food, kenai nahara, at winter break and summer break and camps and everything. They have everything. And they still find time to go to the Beis HaMidrash, and they make Torah their occupation. That itself is something that is magnificent. V'rak lizdabek b'Toras Hashem u'mitzvosav kol yisham v'chol chefsam. Their only desire is to cleave to Hashem's Torah and His mitzvahs. That is the goal, says the Chavetz Chaim, that we are trying to impart to our children. And when you have children that are growing up in environments that are maybe not conducive to that type of a lifestyle, and still they throw themselves into their studies and their learning and their avodas Hashem, that is something that is beloved in the eyes of the Rebbeinu Shalom. Have a wonderful day.